Hello, folks, and welcome back to some more Lil Guardsman. I think, and I really do think, that this is going to be the last episode of this game. So I think we've reached end game, so let's see what happens. I'm excited. I am, by the way, still thinking of doing a game again where every single decision is made by D&D dice.
And the already spread thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you see any of the few guards trying their darndest to keep things together inside our fair city walls, just go up and give them a hug, because Po Buddy's nervous.
I'm
sorry, there appears to be a typo in that last statement. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, where we won't be playing any of today's top hit music because we will be keeping all frequencies clear in the event of an emergency broadcast. This is Dodger, signing off alone because all of my animal co-hosts were turned into food rations.
Oh, God. Okay. Alright, well, let's start our day. Oh, there's a letter for us today. I hope it's from Dad.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Yay, it's from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here. Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines. But don't worry. I overheard the Admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right? I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time.
Dad.
Love, Dad.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity!
That's sad. Alright. Let's see what the story is today.
I heard the news this is your last shift down here at the shed.
Yeah. How'd you hear it, though?
How'd you hear?
Cecil told me. He's actually been running interference for you behind the scenes this whole game.
Game?
He wanted me to make sure you're all stocked up for your shift.
Oh. Let's see. Four, 8, 10, 12. I think I get 3 more anyway. That's what we're gonna do.
Are you sure you've got everything you need? I've got a big walk to the east gate ahead of me.
I'm alright.
Thanks for everything, Garby.
Let's see. The Royal Writ. This message is for Guardsman Lil. Hey Lil, they're letting me add something to the writ. Isn't that neat? I just wanted to let you know that the Cyclops was the mole and that the GLA has been able to successfully do 5 missions without incidents thanks to your help. Have a great last day. I'm sorry I couldn't convince Desi to keep you on longer. Somebody left the door of the food reserves open last night and the enchanted ice melted away. Looking at you, Randy. We'll need to restock with fresh, non-rotten food, so please be on the lookout for that. Middle manager Mike Melroy. Attention, Randy's friends and colleagues. He is officially exiled from the sprawl. Oh. I assume that's MMMM is Mike, middle manager Mike Melroy. We've confirmed once again that the previous battle was lost in large part due to the state of the drafted soldiers' equipment, but it is your job to turn coal into diamonds. See if there's any way to improve the state of the drafted soldiers before signing them up. We have to put out a call for mercenaries to assist in our defenses. Sprawl Treasury budget has been allocated for this initiative. Try not to overspend the Queendom's money. If you get the best bang for our buck, it'll be reflected in your star ranking. As a result of the Sprawl's mummies and daddies being turned into cannon fodder, I'm seeing a lot of vagrant hooliganism from the feral and orphaned youths. Don't be taken by the rosy cheeks and recently lost baby teeth smile. Some of them are real stinkers. Okay. That's a lot. I think this is endgame. Yeah. Yes, okay, I got more. I think I can just, like, load everything up. Yeah, we're just doing full load. Wow. Okay. There we go. Hey,
Oh,
Kelly.
hi, it's me, Kelly. I remember you from the wedding. You hired me to serve the soup to all those bigwigs. Why they wanted Monty's soup at the royal wedding, I have no clue.
I made that call.
You know, rich people. I've got a wagon full of food for my boss to help with the whole people dying of starvation thing.
Well, that's nice.
I didn't know Monty's was part of the war effort.
Oh, yeah, we have been slammed at Monty's lately. What with all the food rationing, we're running out of soup. I had to go all the way to the Monty's in Caladar to get supplies. Heck of a trek for a Cyclops in heels.
Wow, that's a long walk.
You're telling me? The whole journey took me almost 2 weeks. Luckily, they gave me this cart to carry all the food in. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done.
Okay. 2 weeks does not sound fresh. Let's x-ray this.
Whoa, your wagon is full of rotten food.
There it is.
Well, it wasn't rotten when I picked it up 2 weeks ago.
No, it was not.
That's really not great.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to turn you away. This is unacceptable. That's gonna poison people.
Hey, kid, I don't gotta take this from you, too.
Yeah, you do.
I get enough of this kind of treatment from Monty. You want to deal with this food, then do it. I'm out of here.
Okay. Yes, the Sprawl is desperate for food, but it's not desperate for dysentery. Good catch, Guardsman. I've had dysentery, so I stand by this statement. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, do you want to be on screen? No, kitty, kitty does not want to be on screen. Oh, hey!
A blinding rage fills my eyes. It is the gatekeeper who ruined my wedding
Hey,
day.
Seth.
How have you, honorless child, been allowed to keep such an important position?
I mean, I haven't. I'm
Thank
getting
the
fired.
walls of your shed for protecting you from the taste of my blade, if I still had it. Kapla!
I mean, there's a blade there.
Despite my blood feud with you, Guardian, it does not please me that the Sprawl has been so brutally punished by the Kingdom of Petrard. This war has been conducted most dishonorably by those pathetic Petrardians, and your city has been ruined. Much in the same way as you ruined my wedding.
Sorry!
Well, I'm glad to hear that you have at least some sympathy. Maybe Marvog can intervene and stop the war.
We could have this war settled in no time. Those bloated Petrardians stand no chance against the might of Marvog. But your queen would have to make a compelling argument why we should help her now.
This is the time to call Ash.
Marvog can't be in a very good spot right now. Most of their supplies are imported, and this war has interrupted movement of goods. Perhaps they are here to make a deal. Send them in and let me assess the situation.
I'm also going to do a metal detector because you lost your blade.
No mighty blade, no battle hammer, not even my ceremonial combat weapons. Everything had to be melted down and sold to keep some amount of food coming into the Marvog Empire. There is a massive shortage of food thanks to this pointless squabble the Sprawl is having with the Kingdom of Petrard.
I don't feel like there's anything I could really do to make things better, so I'm just gonna let you in.
Glory shall come to Marvog this day.
Kapla.
Well, Kaplad, little one. Kapla!
This is why it always pays to be bilingual. Okay. I could have done something more, but I don't know what that something more was. So, this is alright. Ooh!
Hail, Groundwalker. I am Marabella.
Hi, I'm Lil. Anything else?
I don't know. I've never been above water before. You lead the way.
We're just gonna go straight for the truth spray.
As powerful as my people are with their nets and tridents, I think our most powerful weapon was our song. It could move the ocean itself, but we have lost it.
What?
Legend has it that our song has been sealed away somewhere secure, and one day it will be recovered. But where or when that is remains a mystery to me.
We'll talk to you for a minute.
Okay, what you doing here, Marabella?
I have an official message from the leaders of my people. This is an official notice that the thalassocracy of...
The what now?
Thalassocracy. It's the word used for an empire that is primarily made up of maritime or seaborne areas.
Huh.
Huh, learned a new word today. Continue.
Oh my gosh, Lil, you're reading my
Okay.
mind.
The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed...
Sorry, one more time. Bubbletown?
Uh-huh. That's the name of my thalassocracy.
Bubbletown. Got it. On you go.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed to the defense of the sprawl. That's the end.
We're gonna trust this. Don't want to disrespect a
That's
person with a
wonderful
trident.
news. A new ally in our hour of need? Oh, thank you, good Marabella of Bubbletown, for your message. Are you a warlike people?
Well, we don't like it, but we are quite good at it. We used to be a peaceful people, skilled more in song and art, but we lost our song many years ago, and now we know only war.
Oh, that's rather sad.
I think we should make sure Stryker knows, and then let you in.
The Mer people of Bubbletown are fearsome warriors. They would be an absolute asset in our quest to control the waterways around the sprawl. Armed with tridents, they could fight off any takers if they have enough support. Great find, Guardsman.
In you go. You are drafted.
All right, Marabella, strap on your boots. Boot. Fishtail covering. You're drafted.
The Mer people of Bubbletown would be honored to help the sprawl in their fight. We will strike at the enemy with everything we've got. And we strap on war fins for future reference.
Good to know. Okay, you look
This is the
shabby.
place. I got the call. I'm a mercenary. Your move, kid.
Yeah, we're gonna x-ray the crap out of you. Okay. That's a gun.
Tools of the trade. You have yours, I have mine.
Okay. I'm gonna return that.
Some negotiations can only be resolved with a blast to the face.
You're not wrong. I think we're truth spraying you.
Bangdalorians have developed complete immunity to any sort
I thought
of
it was
truth spray
Mandalorians.
through our training from birth. This proves vital to our work as intergalactic bounty hunters.
Aw, nerds.
Okay, we're calling Stryker.
A Bangalorian? I thought they were wiped out years ago. They are honorable and will keep their word. Let him in and our defensive capabilities will increase. But for the love of St. Swithin, try to get a discount if you can.
You are admitted. But I don't want to think about how much you're gonna cost. Because you are a mercenary, and mercenaries do not come cheap.
I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 1,000 gold.
Oh boy!
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. But I don't have a way to negotiate it. The Bangalorean will aid the defense of the sprawl, but could you have gotten a better deal? Yes, but how? I don't know how I could have gotten a better deal. Okay, fine, whatever.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Gary Dolt, son of Bee and Brian Dolt, and I wish to pass. Will you require anything else?
Geary, it's me, Lil, remember? Magnus the Magnificent.
Of course. Pleasure to see you again, Lil. Now let me pass. I'm off to a meeting at the Mages Guild. I don't know if you heard, but I'm well on my way to becoming a full-fledged mage, a card-carrying member of the guild.
You look
Heading in right
terrified.
now to meet with my tutor, Master Tyronius Athanatos. He's not much for having a laugh, but I've learned so much from him.
I didn't know that you had any magical abilities at all. Didn't seem like you did last time we met anyway.
Well, I'm just a late bloomer. Master Tyronius has told me that I show great potential as a student, or apprentice, as we are called in the guild.
No, this doesn't seem right. I'm gonna give you a bit of a spanking.
Ah, you pathetic smaggle! Feel the wrath of a power crystal-wielding mage apprentice! Ha 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 ha!
I get the feeling he didn't do much, did he? What? No freaking way. Okay. We're going
Charmed
straight
to
in.
make your
Geary.
Of course.
We're going straight in with the truth spray. I'm overusing the truth spray. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine.
I've been summoned to the side of my mentor, the powerful Master Tyronius Athanatos. He is pushing the Mages Guild toward what he has dubbed a grand realignment, putting mages at their proper place in the center of power.
No.
If I play my cards right, I could end up being Tyronius's right-hand goblin.
No.
Any day now, we will rise again.
No. Okay. No. No. You... I'm putting you in prison. That seems like treason.
Ah, you pathetic smaggle!
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just denying you entry. Actually, no, here's the thing, though.
Charmed to make your acquaintance.
Geary, it's me, Lil.
Of course.
Okay, here's the thing, though. I actually want to see what I could do differently with the Bangalore, whatever he is. With the information that I have. I'm going to try calling Stryker first to see if that leads to negotiation.
This is the place. Your move.
Okay. Calling Stryker now. I'm just not going to go through the same things that have been said before.
Let him in.
So now let's see what happens if I talk to him.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal?
Oh, it's the same.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in. I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
There it is.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
There we go.
How do I know you're good for it?
A Bangalorean always keeps their word.
Okay, how much?
All right, 1,000 gold.
No way.
500 gold.
Fine, 500 gold.
All right. Yes. I think this is what we did. Now we're going to let you in. Give me that star, baby.
I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 500 gold.
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Wow, it's really interesting how order, lowest possible price, order really makes such a big difference in this game. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Gary.
Of course.
I'm gonna talk to him.
I don't know if you heard. Heading in.
I heard that you were following your dream to become.
Master Tyronius has told me that I show
there we go.
great
Okay.
potential as a student.
Okay, what can I use on him? Knock the whip. Let's use the metal detector.
There is nothing I'm trying to hide from you. And if I wanted to hide something, there's no way you could.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of hate going on here. I'm gonna deny you.
How dare you deny me? Me, a powerful new member of the Magus Guild. Just wait until Master Tyronius hears about how you've treated his soon-to-be right-hand goblin. You will regret this, Lil. You pathetic little smaggle.
Yeah, okay. I did keep him from joining, but I didn't get the 4. Okay, I'm not... Ooh, hello.
Avast, Petey! There blows a fine upstanding guardsman.
Upstanding guardsman,
You could be useful for a sea battle.
We'll take our ship and blast our way through whatever scurvy barnacles are attacking the sprawl's
Can
waterways.
barnacles get scurvy?
Yarr.
So you're saying you'd like to be drafted?
Aye. That's a much more concise way to say it, yar.
Okay. Let's X-ray.
Yar, I do like the cut of your jib, young scallywag. Take ye this, a tank of some of the fermenter's finest, to remember me by. Think of me when you're singing your pirate shanty.
I'm 12, but I'll take it for my dad when he gets home.
Okay.
Thanks for the grog.
Actually, it's an IPA.
Big juicy IPA.
Okay, we've got 2 more people. Let's get truth.
This pirate persona is really hard to keep up. And when the parents come to the ship with their kids for the birthday parties, sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't know who is looking back at me.
Existential crisis.
You know, honey.
That's exactly what it is, Peter. An existential crisis.
Having one too.
Oh, Peter. We're just gonna talk for a minute.
I'm captain of a ship called the Fermenter. Kind of a play on words there. We actually operate primarily as a brewery. We transport our beer on the ship and sell it to markets via an interconnected series of waterways. Surprisingly economical to take the beer to the customers rather than have them come to us.
Surprisingly economical.
Yeah, you're not a fighter. You're having an economic. You're having an
Aren't
existential
you worried
crisis.
about being drafted? With all the beer on your ships, what if you have an accident in battle? All your hard work would be washed away into the sea.
Well, that's just the risk we'll have to take to defend the sprawl. Does that sound good to you?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, you know the waterways really well, so I'm gonna say yes. I didn't think I was going to, but you know these waterways really, really well.
Thank you. I will serve the seas of the sprawl with dignity and passion. The enemy will not get through. You won't regret drafting me today.
Regret it.
Thanks, Petey.
Hello. I'm here to join my family in the refugee camp at the docks.
Aww. What's your name, little buddy?
My name's Teeny Tom McGoblin on account of I'm so teeny, and my last name's McGoblin.
Oh, no, we heard about you coming. We're letting you in.
My dad and mum and sisters already came through the gates. I was lagging behind on account of me bum leg.
Aww.
We heard about
What
you
happened to
already.
your leg?
It fell off.
Aren't limbs supposed to, stay attached?
I'm too poor to have limbs that stay attached.
Valid. We know
I
your
know
dad.
your dad. He's Seamus McGoblin, right? The artist.
Him an artist? No, Mum. He has a real job. He's a painter. He paints things.
All right, he's legit. He's legit. We're letting you in. You're in, kiddo. You are in.
All right, you little cutie pie. You're free to go in.
Thank you kindly, Mum, and God bless you.
Tell your dad I say hello.
I will, Mum. Oh, I'm so excited to see him, and me mum, and even me sisters. I'm gonna head straight there. I won't even stop to rob any elderly people at knife point.
Good kid.
Aw, that's so... Wait, what?
Well, maybe I'll nick just one geezer, for sport. Toodaloo for now.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Oh my God, what have I done?
No, you did the right thing, Lil. Yeah. We did the right thing. Even if someone gets mugged.
Hi. Is this where to sign up for the draft?
Oh my god, you have
Yes,
a piranha.
it is.
Wonderful.
Let's talk.
Would you like to be drafted to fight in the war?
Oh no, it's not for me. It's for him.
For who?
My pet fish, Dennis.
I'm not sure
I
that I
wanna
can
hear more
draft a
about
pet
this.
fish.
Yes, you
Does
can.
Dennis
Lil.
want to fight?
Oh, look at Dennis. Dennis wants to fight.
He wants to fight, all right, and he is very good at it. I promise you.
But is he good at it in a particular direction? I'm sorry, we gotta truth spray you.
Dennis here has gone 28-0 in the admittedly immoral and illegal underground fish fights that happen down at the docks.
All right, you're in.
Or at least they used to before they set up that refugee camp. He's undefeated and shows no signs of slowing down.
You're in. Your fish are in the game. If this doesn't win for us, I don't know what will.
Okay, here's your paperwork. Welcome to the war effort.
Not me, remember? It's for the fish.
Welcome,
Got it.
Dennis.
The fish is in.
Well, now we've lost our job. That's not shabby. So, what now? Okay. What's gonna happen now? I don't have a job anymore. There's a candle. Aww.
You should see the look on your dumb face.
She looked like she was this close to peeing her pants.
You're not wrong.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants. Wait till you see.
Is Dad home?
Don't spoil it.
Is Dad home?
Okay. Congrats on not having a job anymore. We're glad to have you back. Finally.
Yeah.
Hey, Arda, mind if I write a quick letter to my dad?
Yeah, maybe later though, okay?
Maybe later? No, I have to send him one now.
It can wait. Enjoy your party. And your surprise is over there by the fire.
Is it Dad?
But first, I know you're just a kid, but I'll mix you up any drink you'd like on the house to celebrate everything you've been doing around here. What'll it be? Coming right up.
We don't want to get drunk right now. The choices we get to make. Hey, middle manager Mike.
I'm sure between my job at the city council and as an administrator with the Guard Corps, if the sprawl was on the verge of catastrophic collapse from within and without, Mike Melroy would know about it.
I may be baked out of my gourd as per usual, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing bad omens everywhere. Something very bad is about to go down. Oh, Lil, congratulations! What a party! Are you having a good time?
It was until I heard about your doom and gloom.
Honestly, not really, but I'm trying to feel the love echo.
What's a love echo?
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm here to collect your badge and your gun.
What badge and gun?
No one gave you a badge and a gun? How the hell did you navigate your way through 11 levels without your badge and your gun?
There are plenty of ways to solve a problem without a gun.
But the badge, Lil. It's all in the badge.
I'm gonna miss this too.
Okay. Let's see. Is it Dad? Please say it's Dad. I want it to be Dad.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the Great Magician.
Oh,
Alakazoo, Alakazee.
Hey, Edward.
By the beard of Bertram Bartleby the Bloated, I appear.
Edward, the official officiant.
It's the Edward, the Great Magician again. Come out of retirement to play one more preteen birthday party. How old are you today, little girl?
Play along.
I actually picked up a few tricks from a true blue real deal mage I met.
Oh,
Lil.
no.
I am small but nimble with a bushy tail. In
Squirrel.
trees I scamper, never to fail. I gather my food and store it with care. Do you know what animal I am? Do you dare?
Squirrel.
That's right, a sparrow!
I said squirrel.
Ta-da!
What? Sparrows don't have bushy tails. And since when do they scamper through trees?
When they're not flying, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You got me there, the Edward.
Do you have time for another?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I'm small and petite, with feathers so fine. I sing sweet melodies,
A moose,
a
you're a
sound
moose.
so divine. I flit and flutter through the air with ease, and build my home high up in the trees.
You are a moose.
Who am I? Can you guess my name? I'm a little bird that's known for its fame.
Another sparrow.
That's right! It's another sparrow! Ta-da!
Okay, this time it actually made sense.
Made sense and amazed you!
I mean, yeah, it was pretty
Honestly, that was pretty great. Thanks for being at my party, the Edward. I'm gonna miss you.
Daddy!
There she is, my little guardsman.
Dad? What are you doing here? Oh, I missed you so much. What is going on?
You stopped writing letters. I got worried something had happened to you.
What could happen to me? I wasn't the one off fighting a war, remember?
Yeah, but you get some pretty tough customers coming through that gate. Sometimes if you try to whip them, or even just talk to them in the wrong way, it's game over.
Yes.
I got worried.
So they let you leave the war because
Oh
you were
God, are
worried
you
about your
MIA?
daughter? I mean, shouldn't you be fighting in an epic naval battle right about now?
No, they didn't. And yes, I should be. But I couldn't stand being at war for a second longer.
You're MIA.
I was actually pretty instrumental in winning a couple of battles out there. I did some amazing things for a chubby, middle-aged guy. I think all because I was thinking about you and wanting to keep you safe.
I'm so tired, Dad. It's been really hard without you.
I know it has been, Lil. And I know I've said it before, but I came back to make things right.
I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm glad I didn't die too.
I could die any day now.
Yep,
This isn't about you, Mrs. Abernathy.
All right, Seamus.
I'll be up to tuck you in soon. We can figure out what the rest of our lives will look like in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Hug time.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
It's a good hat, though.
What? Really? Because I have to say, that's a pretty fantastic hat.
Yeah, for real.
You should have seen my previous hat. Aye, my journey, it continues.
There's no pleasing some people.
Alright, I think... How long have I been... Oh, we can play a little bit longer. This might be a longer episode. I'm curious if we're going to reach endgame today. I think I'm ready to go to bed. Without the arrival of the wagon carrying ingredients, Monty's home of the soup was in a real predicament. Like he did during the Great Bowl shortage of 2002, Monty was going to have to improvise. Throwing eggshells, wood shavings, and anything else that seemed remotely edible into a pot, Monty created the new signature item, the Slim Pick'em Stew. Everyone who ate it experienced intense gastrointestinal pain and explosive diarrhea. At the restaurant, it took a substantial bribe to the health inspector and a very large mop to clean up the mess. Kelly put in her 2 weeks' notice and started looking for another job. She was tired of being indirectly responsible for poisoning so many people. Praetor Kargan was granted the audience with the queen and the council that she so desired, but it was like super awkward because, like, you know, the first time they'd seen each other since the whole "you left me at the altar" thing. But the praetor held strong and admirably pleaded her case for the strategic trade routes and resources she could offer in exchange for the foreign aid Marvog so desperately needed. Impressed, Queen Desdemona announced the two nations would join in a tactical alliance against their common enemy. She then apologized to the praetor for the way things ended at their wedding day and wished the best for her. Not knowing how to react to this genuine show of emotional maturity, Praetor Kargan panicked and started asking her if she was still with that loser goblin and saying things like, "I want you to drop me like one of your Caladar girls." No one in the room was impressed by the behavior, at least of all Chuck. Praetor Kargan returned to Marvog with a promise to aid her people so dearly needed, that and a goblin fist-sized shiner in her left eye, and a newfound respect for goblins. The Bangalorian. The intelligence gained from the Bangalorian led to the evacuation of an outlying farming village before the enemy could attack, saving dozens of lives, a win for the Sprawl in a season of losses. Using the money raised for providing the intel, the Bangalorian was able to commission the design of a personal jetpack. His budget was a mere 500 gold, so it was an absolute hack job, and immediately exploded, severely burning his face. Thank goodness for the helmet he already possessed. Gary's magical power flourished thanks to his powerful crystal-infused wand, and the apprentice mage was a natural choice to be named as the right hand of Tyronius Athanatos. Oopsie. As a high-placed member of the new Freedom Caucus, Gary was instrumental in drafting their new code and creed, including rules for treatment of smaggles. The goodness that Gary had helped to foster with his work in the GLA was rapidly overshadowed by the harsh and draconian measures he helped put in place with the Dark Mages. His obsession with his wand and its crystal only deepened, and Goblin became very thin and gaunt. His eyes became shrunk and emaciated, and his face emaciated. He took to muttering himself and becoming agitated during daylight. Although he received many messages from his former best friend Julian, he never replied, and the two goblins never saw each other again. No! Teeny Tom the Goblin. On his way to the docks to meet his family, Teeny Tom happened across an old lady attempting to cross a busy street. What a perfect opportunity to rob her at knife point, he thought, and he did just that. Later, once reunited with his family, Teeny Tom told them all about the old geezer and showed them the purse he nicked from her. While they were mortified at Tom's actions, they couldn't deny that the sweet bun they found in the pilfered handbag was a welcome treat. Across town, the old lady was rushed to the hospital with knife wounds. While the doctor was distracted, the old lady shapeshifted and took the form of one of the nurses and escaped from the examination room. A trail of mysterious orange ooze was seen leading out of the hospital. Okay, that ended better than I thought. New battle. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. No, how do we lose? Marabella returned to her home in Bubbletown with a message: "We swim to battle." The fierce but uninspired tribe of merc people moved songlessly into the fray and failed to instill any terror in the enemy. Captain Jane Pigeon and her pirates, Reed, Costume Fury, and Play, raised the sails of the good ship Fermenter and set out for adventure. Luckily, the captain had the good fortune of removing their signature IPA from the ship prior to departure, which led to the pirates soberly take down a few more enemy vessels than they would have had they been sauced. Dennis, the 7-time all-fish fighting champion, was released into the Sprawl Harbor with a loud plop. As he had done all his life, he attacked the first thing he saw with all ferocity, a thoroughbred, sarcastic French head could muster. Unfortunately, the first thing in Dennis's past were other drafted forces. By the time the enemy arrived at the harbor, he was fast asleep at the empty harbor. No! Morning came and the waters of the Sprawl Harbor finally calmed. The enemy ships had left the harbor, but not before laying waste to the docks and the encampment that had sprung up there. War had caught up with refugees once again. There were no survivors. Oh my gosh, no. I'm losing this game. The destruction of the docks will have a massive impact not only on the Sprawl's military forces, but on its ability to receive essential supplies and food. A red sky shone brightly that morning, an ominous potent of doom. Yep, okay, I screwed us over.
just received word that the enemy has overtaken the Sprawl's military forces. While the city's walls continue to hold, the remainder of the Petrardian forces are expected to join the siege in the coming days. This is a dark day for the Sprawl. As you can tell by my voice, this is a very serious thing I'm saying. We will be keeping this channel clear for instructions from the palace and other emergency updates.
Cool, so I definitely destroyed us.
Oh god, it's all over. I should find Dad. We need to get somewhere safe.
Yep.
What the hell are you two doing in my bedroom? Get out of here!
Lil, don't be rude. Cecil was sent to find you.
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
Never heard of it.
Isn't it the little doohickey that zapped me that one time?
Oh, right, that. Thanks, Dad. But I'm not just gonna give it to you, Cecil. Dr. B gave it to me, and it's my job to protect it.
Well, my instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Yeah.
Don't call me that.
Yeah.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Probably.
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Okay, we gotta go up to the war room. This is not gonna go well. How do we get that necklace off of her?
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty. Lilith,
What is
the
with her
Gate Guardsman.
eyes?
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence.
Oh, you are under such a spell.
Where's Chuck?
Who?
The Goblin Revolutionary is securely under lock and key
Oh my
on charges
gosh.
of treason against Her Majesty.
Oh, she's completely brainwashed.
That's crazy.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
Tyronius doesn't need
I'm
it either.
sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
Dad?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody
Oh,
guardsman.
you just insulted my dad?
Hey, now. So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the Chronometer 3000.
It won't even work for you, dude. It's set to my life force or whatever. You need Dr. B to reprogram it.
Of course she'd do something like that. Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed.
Indisposed?
There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
What?
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Oh my gosh.
Who can say indeed?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
Oh my gosh.
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation
There it is.
among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken.
Try maybe taking it off.
Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
I mean, I got that solidly.
Lil, help me. My friend.
There it is.
What? I didn't know you two were friends.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. New plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway?
Why? What do you mean, why? The war is lost. Thousands of soldiers have died, and worse, those bloated Petrardians have access to the dig site. The sprawl has only been on the forefront of technological and magical advancement because of the power crystals discovered there. That's why you have the chronometer 3000 in the first place.
Okay.
But now the dig site is lost to us due to your poor choices. Make the right one now and hand over the device.
Say I was to hand it over. How would you fix everything?
Lil, I feel like I'm dropping the ball as the adult in the room. Should I be interjecting more?
No, you're fine, Dad.
Shh.
All I have to do is get the princess to marry Prince Phineas instead of the Praetor, and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony. Then the war will never happen.
It won't work. The side she doesn't choose will always start a war with the Sprawl.
Yeah.
How could you know that? What is this, your second playthrough? My plan will work.
No, it won't.
I can't let you do this.
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I was your hero.
Not compared to Chuck.
Little worm.
There it is.
Feel my wrath.
Wait, Master, don't. Oh no, Lil, please. Tell Julian I...
Gary! No! Dad, let's get out of here.
Get the necklace
doors
off of
and the
her
guards.
first.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is. The chronometer 3000. Give it to me.
Will it get us to the gate? No! Uh-oh. Did I destroy the world? Cool, I destroyed the world.
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No, 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 no!
What is even happening?
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding. Lil, I'm sorry I failed you. I love you, Lil.
What the heck?
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, please, come back.
Drat. Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline
No!
with more favorable variables.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I thought I was making good decisions and I ruined the game. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
I've got no time for another tutorial. Okay, try not to get his attention, but go stand by that necromancer.
Ooh, spooky. Whatever you say, kiddo.
What am I... Okay. See, the controls on this are just freaking... This is insane because... Okay, this is what I mean with the controls in this are terrible.
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it.
Yeah, but I just wasted all of that time.
Articulus, I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast.
Don't care.
it.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
This won't do. The war is still going to happen. Off to another.
Oh my gosh, so this could have worked, but it didn't work because of the controls of the game. That's so frustrating.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've got...
Okay, so... Go to Tyronius.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So now I am going to go... Shoot. What? Okay, we'll go with this.
Hey, bounty hunter.
Yes?
Give me that blaster I know you got on.
Why should I?
It's for the good of the city.
That doesn't really appeal to me.
Give me that blaster I know.
Why should I?
I'll pay you a lot of gold. Later.
Sounds good.
I now pronounce you...
Okay, what? See, the issue is the controls.
This won't do. The war is still going.
The main issue I'm having here is not actually the gameplay, it's the controls. And I've been complaining about this since the beginning, but it's getting really frustrating now.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
Okay.
I've got...
I want you to go to the musician.
Go check out the band.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
Okay. Okay. Who do I have here? Okay, we're going to...
Echo!
I didn't know.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm an old wizard, Lil. I don't know if I still have it in me.
You do.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir to cast the spell you need.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
That's right. My magical elixir.
Ice for your drink, and then you'll cast the spell. Great.
Abso-toodalutely.
Okay. Take some ice from here. Okay. God, it is... The controls on this game are horrible. Look at that. All this precious time that I'm currently losing has nothing to do with gameplay and everything to do with controls.
I got it!
Cheers, Lil. Bottoms up. Now for the spell.
Look at this, see? Okay, let me talk to Tyronius Athanatos.
Now I've got you.
You meddlesome little smaggle. I should have done this long ago.
Cool!
I guess I got excited. I can't go one-on-one with him. I need some backup.
Oh my gosh, this is getting really frustrating, like I said, because so much of it is just that the... Oh.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
It's on.
Okay. We're gonna talk to you. Hopefully. If this frickin'... Look at this. Do you see how crappy the...
If the ancient elven hymn...
Okay. I didn't know if I need to do that again.
Excuse me, but...
Ah, a true...
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away. Behold.
Okay. Do I have the Bangalorean? No, I don't. Okay, we're just gonna go fight. I want you to fight with me. Okay. Okay. Again, is this really why I'm gonna lose?
Now I've got you. Dad, give me a hand with this clown.
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
Dad can't take him down unarmed.
Well, I did try
Let's
to
see if I
see.
can do something about that.
Okay. Can I get the Bangalorean or whatever the heck is... Alright.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have...
No problem.
Okay.
See that necromancer looking
I
guy?
was about to marry
that
Mike.
might be tough.
I'm on it.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, bounty hunt.
Yes?
I'm just
Give me
clicking through
that.
this because we
Why should
already
I?
know what it is. Bribe.
I'll pay you a lot of gold.
Sounds good.
Gary, you're...
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the
Yes,
altar?
I think I got it.
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very
Excuse me.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... Oh, I shouldn't say.
Say it.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust.
There it is.
That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
And?
And narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Alright, I think I got us. Okay. Let's hope that I don't get screwed over by the unbelievably terrible mechanics in this game. Okay.
Thanks for choosing Mont.
Yep, okay. Narcotic soup, going to you.
I've got it.
That's some good sh**. I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with.
Could be
Here
drugs.
goes nothing.
And there it is. The same freaking... And this is why I'm going to lose the game. Because of this.
Dad, now!
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me.
Don't even think about it.
There it is.
Why, you meddlesome...
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not before I go back one more time.
Nope.
No!
Shoot him. Oh my god. Yes!
Lil. Lil.
What, Dad? I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
Whoa.
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Short.
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him, and I grabbed for it, and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there, and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Let it be Desdemona or Chuck.
Hello,
Desi!
Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
You're not wearing his amulet anymore. Did you know that it was allowing him to control your mind?
No, I wasn't aware of that when he gave it to me.
And that a spell could only be broken by true friendship. And then you started to break free because I was your true friend. So are we like besties now?
Again, I don't recall any of this. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Oh god.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
Very possible.
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B? She's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Yes.
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed
How about the war?
to save it.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And we still lost the war.
Yeah.
But with Tyronius missing, things seem to have taken a turn for the better. We are still not out of the woods, but the worst is behind us. The Mages Guild has scattered. We discovered that some of the more loyal mages to Tyronius were supporting the enemy army with magic. But without this advantage, they were incapable of delivering a fatal blow to our fair city. The enemy is still there, just outside the walls, and months of negotiations are ahead, but hopefully I can avoid any further bloodshed.
Well, that's good news at least. So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy? Work the night shift? Harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Tacos!
Finally!
Okay. Not a great ending, but could
Talk
be worse.
about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
Well, one more shift couldn't hurt, could it?
Okay, that was a truly strange game. I enjoyed it. Oh, the second best ending. Okay. That's not too bad.
Without the burden of Tyronius's amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became the strong ruler the Sprawl needed to negotiate its surrender and lead the subsequent peace talks. she was able to win a number of concessions from the enemy that allowed the sprawl to retain some of its freedom under occupation. As it happens, in secret, a certain hooded figure leads a growing resistance that will one day overthrow the occupiers. Desdemona and Chuck's marriage was, unfortunately, no match for the pressures put on them by the sprawl's defeat. The divorce was as amicable as any royal divorce could be. A source in the palace shared that the two remain friends.
That's good. That's sad, though.
When the sprawl fell to the enemy forces, the occupiers' hatred and intolerance towards non-human races took greater root in the city. This forced many underground, which, if you were a mole person, is no big deal. Not great for the others, though. The Goblin Liberation Army continued meeting in secret and has become an instrumental part of the insurgency movement against the Sprawl's occupying forces.
Oh!
On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them, again. But the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together.
Aww.
After the fall of the sprawl, Councilwoman Ash was enlisted by the enemy to be their intermediary to the Queen. The occupiers saw her as an effective and ruthless new hire, but they greatly underestimated her spycraft.
Wow.
This Employee of the Month secretly fed intel to the Resistance, which monumentally weakened the enemy's hold on the sprawl. Lieutenant Stryker's execution was immediately scheduled by the enemy. However, before she could be hanged, she disappeared from prison. Cries of "Viva la Goblution!" were heard in the vicinity of the dungeon, and although she hasn't been seen, it is believed that she is in hiding, assisting the insurgency. Malcolm
he has a fish.
Disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury.
Are we surprised?
Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt. Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly
Oh my gosh,
what
that's
it
awful.
is upon waking. Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world. Lil continued to cover for her dad at the guard shed, and he continued placing bets on Goblin Ball games. Customer surveys indicate that Lil has become somewhat better at the job.
Aww.
What about old Echo the Wanderer?
What about old Echo the Wanderer? Yeah.
That's me. I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the sprawl, I'll be there.
Okay, this was fun. Honestly, my biggest complaint is the controls, and we saw how bad that was during that last section there. Other than that, I thought this was a really fun game, and please let me know your thoughts and comments. I think what I'm gonna do later is play it where every single decision is made by dice, and we're just gonna see how absolutely terribly it goes. Alright, thank you all for joining along, and please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.